All right, so these last couple of questions were cut off from the previous video. So there are 6 birds that each have the same mass taking baths in a bird bath. Okay, so I can visualize it. I have 6 birds taking a bath in a bird bath. Their combined mass is about 180 grams. Name at least 2 types of birds they could be. So what I'm gonna have to do is figure out how much just one of the birds weigh. I know that all of them together, them being 6, is 180. So I have to do some math and figure out how much just one bird weighs, and then I need to go back to that bird slide and see what 2 different types of birds have a weight about that weight. And remember, you could ignore zeros if you want a basic fact to help you. And what I want you to do here is just explain what did you do to help you solve problem number 3, which was the previous problem. Okay, now we're moving on to English language arts. I will be able to formulate a main idea using key details from a text. So you're going to be reading a new text. It's called Let It Grow, The Booming Business of Farmers Markets. It's from pages 6 to 9. And what I want you to do is just look at it, look at the pictures, look at the captions, and don't start reading yet, and then tell me what your prediction is of the text. And do that before you read the text. So after you make your prediction, go ahead and read paragraphs 1 through 11, which is the entire text, to identify the main idea and key details of the text. Underline the key details. Here's your chart. Paragraphs 1 through 2 should go here, 3 through 4 should go here, 5 through 11 should go here, and possible main ideas for each of those sections. Now, paragraph 11 kind of has its own main idea, so if you wanted to do just 5 through 10 for that last one, that's fine, because what I want you to do on this slide is reread paragraph 11 and reflect on how your understanding of key ideas help you understand why people like farmers markets. Use the paragraph's key details to create a main idea statement. So you're going to create a main idea statement just for paragraph 11, okay, why people like farmers markets. Okay, so we had gone over in a previous lesson these suffix endings, able, less, and full. We've talked about affordable, washable, valuable, spotless, hopeless, timeless, careful, colorful, and useful. So you can use the meaning of the base word and the suffix to help you figure out the meaning of a word. You're going to turn to making choices and follow along as I read aloud the 5th sentence in the introduction to Ben Franklin's 2 Cents. And I have it right here. Here is the 5th sentence. Poor Richard's Almanac included stories, useful information about the weather, and valuable household tips. Think about the word useful. Think about the meanings of the base word use and the suffix full. What does useful mean? Okay, useful means full of use. Okay, for instance, I find that this Expo marker is very useful. It means that I have a lot of uses for it, for writing and for math and for drawing and things like that. Now think about the word valuable. What's the base word? The base word is value, right? So when we talk about value, for instance, I can think about like my coffee mug. What is the value of this coffee mug? Kind of how much is it worth, right? And so when you're talking about something that is valuable, we're saying it's able to be valued, right? So for me, this coffee mug is very valuable because I value it. Or you might even say that this computer that I'm doing these videos on is also valuable. Not only because it's useful for me, but also because it is worth expenses, it's worth money, it's able to be valued. Somebody can purchase this. So these words help you understand how relevant Poor Richard's Almanac was to the people of the time. Okay. So what I want you to do is you're going to read it's a short text. It's called The Milkmaid on page 10 of Spending Time and Money. As you read, circle words that have the suffixes able, full, and less. And after you're done with that, so do that first. After you're done with that, you're going to fill out this chart. Words that end in able, words that end in less, and words that end in full. Okay. And to end your English language arts lesson, there you have 3 questions about the reading. What did the milkmaid daydream about? And I want you to tell me your answer. What lesson or moral did this story teach? Basically, what did the author want you to learn about? What's the proverb that the author wanted you to learn from this? How is this lesson similar to the lessons of Ben Franklin's Proverbs? So now you're kind of doing a little compare and contrast, saying, oh, well, the one that kind of goes with this is a penny saved is a penny earned, or something like that. Or just his overall message, and why is it similar to the overall message of this milkmaid story. So please check in with either Mr. Sawyer or Miss Eigel's Google Classroom for directions. And do not forget to silently read at least 30 minutes to an hour every day. Please let me know if you need any help or if you need to talk today. Thank you and have a good day.